The myth. We retaught. The Victorian era was a time of extreme modesty and natural beauty standards. We see the portraits of pale, ethereal women and think of the dark reality. The glow is actually the look of a slow death. To achieve that ghostly paleness, women didn't just stay indoors, they ate arsenic wafers. Arsenic kills red blood cells, which literally thins the blood to make the skin translucent. But it gets darker. The ultimate beauty standard of the 1800s was actually tuberculosis, because consumption TB was so common. The symptom B were flushed cheeks, dilated eyes, and extreme thinness became chic. Women would drop belladonna, deadly nightshade, into their eyes to mimic the dilated pupils of a dying patient, often causing permanent blindness. They weren't just chasing a look, they were romanticizing a plague. The myth. The Titanic was the unsinkable ship, a tragic accident where women and children first was the sacred law of the sea. The dark reality. Unsinkable was mostly a media invention after the crash to make the tragedy seem more ironic. The real horror was the systemic neglect of the poor. While the myth focuses on the band playing music, the reality was a class-based execution. In third class, there were only 2 bathtubs for over 700 passengers. When the ship hit the iceberg, many of the gates separating the lower decks from the lifeboats were kept locked. Statistics showed that a child in first class had a nearly 100% survival rate, while a child in third class had less than a 30% chance. It wasn't just a shipwreck for those in the belly of the boat. It was a trapped corridor of cold water and locked steel. The myth. The Oregon Trail was a rugged adventure of brave pioneers facing the wilderness. The dark reality. The trail was a 2,000-mile-long open grave. 1 out of every 10 travelers died. Without real doctors, frontier surgery was a nightmare. There are documented cases where children with crushed limbs had their wounds cleaned with stagnant pond water, only to have gangrene set in within days. Without anesthesia, parents often had to hold their own children down, while doctors used dull wood saws for amputations. The trail wasn't just a path to a new life. For thousands, it was a slow, agonizing end in the middle of nowhere. History is often cooked to make it feel like a story of progress, but the truth is usually much more visceral. The past wasn't just simpler, it was a struggle against toxins, classism, and the limits of human knowledge. Which of these dark realities shocked you the most? Do you know a piece of cooked history we missed? Let's talk in the comments. If you want more deep dives into the shadows of the past, hit that subscribe button and join us for the next one.